when the shit hits the fan, cover your face.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going
Hi guys! I feel like I haven't done this in ages. You don't know how many times I have planned to film a video, and we are all well. I hope that you are as well, that you are staying safe and healthy and well. We are all, at least as far as we know, still healthy and doing great. So that's not the reason for my absence. I actually don't have any excuse other than that I'm very unorganized at the moment. This is what spring does to me. It's a very busy time for us. And for many of you that know that are filming videos, you know that it takes the double or 3 times as long when you're going to film at the same time as you're doing things. So, and I don't wear makeup, and yeah. But enough about the excuses. Finally, I managed to sit down, and this video is a kind of catch up, or my April vlog. I have been filming a little bit here and there, and I thought that I would put it all together in this video. So tomorrow it's the 1st of May, and I think it's been a couple of weeks or a week and a half since I spoke to you last, and we have been celebrating Easter, and I didn't film celebrating Easter. We celebrated the same way as we did last year, with my daughter and her family. We were debating if we was going to be able to do that this year, seeing the situation that we're in. But we have been social distancing, all of us. And even though my daughter, my son-in-law and my husband is working, they had not been much in contact with other people when we came to Easter. So we decided to celebrate together. So we had a great celebration. We ate lamb as we do every year, and we got to sit underneath my magnolia and eucalyptus tree. I still have it up. As you see, it's still Easter in my house, in my stable. It's still Christmas. So, oh my God, not Easter Day, but Easter Eve. On the day of Easter Eve, we celebrate Easter Eve. I don't know how you celebrate Easter, but that's the biggest celebration in Norway. We eat lamb, and the kids, even the ones that are 26 years old, they get an Easter egg. I showed you last year. I'll link the video below. But my grandson has learned how to cycle his bicycle with 2 wheels. And my daughter told him that when she was little, when she learned how to bike, she had a show. She sold tickets and made a lot of money. Just cycling, I think it was about 20 meters. But so my grandson got the idea from her, and he decided that on Easter evening day he was going to have a show. So he invited family, us, his grandparents, his great-grandparents, his uncle, and his parents. He actually made almost $100. And we had to pay for the dogs and everything. He couldn't quite decide if he was going to charge 1 krone. That's about, I don't know, $1 is about 10 kroner, so this, yeah, 1/10 of a dollar. Or if he was going to charge maybe $100 per ticket. He has no clue about money. He's 5, but he found a place in the middle, and he earned almost $100. He was so cute doing tricks, and his father was a kind of a conferencier. Is that what you say? I think so. Telling us what he was going to do, and yeah, he was so cute. So that was our Easter. We had some barbecues in the garden. We did some work around here that was badly needed. My husband and I have mainly been working on my upcoming, I keep calling it a crafting room. I think a she shed maybe would be a better description of what we are making. I have been painting, and my husband have been setting up the molds, I think it's called. Hi guys! As some of you may see, I'm out in my craft room today painting. As I said in my last video, I have shiplap all over, and it's a lot of work to paint. First I had to go over with the pencil and all the kind of crevices, and then paint with a roller each and every board. So it takes a lot of time. It's a lovely day outside. Rather would be outside doing some gardening, but not complaining. So today is hopefully short and sweet video, just showing you my craft room. It's not much to show yet. It's just a white room at this stage. We have yet to paint the second coat, or I have, and then to lay the flooring and do the molding, I think it's called, and then we're ready. So until then, today, since we haven't done the floors yet, I thought it would be a fun project for my grandson to go crazy, let him go crazy and paint the floors. That way we will always know that underneath the flooring we have paintings and messages from us. Yeah, so that's what we're doing, and I hope you enjoy.
I am sitting at this bar trying to forget all the fun we used to have. In my dreams I pick you up, I just wanna make it right. I know all about your troubles, wanna drown into your eyes and feel your blue sky within. So deep in you, I'm blinded by your bittersweet shine. Get what you need, I'll make you feel free. Be mine tonight and feel your blue sky within. Do you think of me when you're on your way home, holding hands along the track?
In the big balloon it says "Jeg elsker deg mest av alt i hele verden." That's Norwegian, and in English that means that I love you more than anything in the whole world, and that's what I have been saying to my daughter for her whole life. So that was cute and cute afternoon. I'm sure he will remember it later. I have also been painting furniture for my she shed or my crafting room. And if you are, I'm sorry if you are the kind of person that loves original old furniture, close your eyes. I have some old furniture that is originally from my grandparents. I think they are, I guess they would have bought them maybe in the 1940s maybe. I know that it's the table we sat around at Christmas when I was a child. We have had parties around that table, both in my grandparents' house and my parents' house. My father's, the picture I have of my father from his confirmation is at that table. And when I got it, it was in my parents' house, so I took it with me when my mother died. And I haven't known what I would do with it, but now then I decided that I would paint it white. I know some of you are probably crying hearing that. In my defense, it is not expensive furniture, and it does not go in my house, so if I hadn't painted it, I wouldn't have used it. And yeah, but I wanted to keep it. I could have sold it, but I didn't want to. I wanted to use it, so yeah. So this gave it some new life. I will not show you the finished. I will make a video, a separate video on how it turns out. But it's taking a lot of time, and I've had some issues along the way. Color seeping through the paint, and yeah, so it was not as easy as I thought it would be. So yeah, we have been doing that, and then in the middle of all this, they called us from the marina, and one was wondering, when are you going to, or this week we are going to set your, or you are set to put the boat on the sea. It's a kind of an order when you're on land. They park the boats so that you have to say tell them the year before when the boat is going out, so that they can lift the boats accordingly. So they park the boats so that they can get the ones that go out early first, yeah, and so on. You get the drift. We thought we had an extra week. We didn't. So in just 5 days we had to get the boat ready. And when I say we, that mainly means my husband. He has to do he has to polish the whole boat. It doesn't sound a lot, but it is. Wash and polish and paint underneath, and I have to clean all the textiles in the boat and clean the boat inside. So as some of you may remember from last year, lifting the boat is nerve-wracking for me. I usually don't watch, but we got the boat on the sea and we brought it home to the marina here at home, where we have it over the summer. And I actually have a new grandson. He's the fur kind. My daughter has gotten a 1-year-old Chihuahua. He is called Max, and he's a beautiful, super cute little guy. I love Chihuahuas. They are so tough and cute dogs. And it was, as far as we know, his first trip on a boat, and he did great. So we had a great time taking the boat home. I think we were at sea for 11 hours. It doesn't take that long to go home, or drive the boat home, but we met up with some friends and we ate, and yeah, just had a great sunny day.
When lights go out, you're in my mind. I close my eyes, so it's just you and I tell myself you'll be back again. When the stars are aligned, we will dance in the meadow on our favorite place. When spring is coming,
some of you, if you saw my last video, you know that I threw out my back, and oh my god, I got better in a few days, but then I had strained my back because of the pain, so I think I got some kind of infection in the muscles further up in my back. So I've been quite the invalid, and then I got 2 migraines from all the washing in the boats and the painting. Yeah, and that's a chapter on its own. Can we talk about, and I know we are mainly women here. My doctor, I think he misspoke. I don't think he usually says this to patients, but what we call menopause, I think the health community is calling a body in decay. At least that was he said, that when I had a body in decay, yeah, and so on. And that's what that is for sure how it feels. I'm kind of pre-menopausal. I don't have my mother to ask any longer, so I'm asking you ladies. I don't quite know what I'm asking, just want some feedback on how it was for you, because oh my god, I feel like my body is decaying. I can understand why my doctor called it that. I have the worst aches in all my joints, and I'm so stiff, and it feels like it just happened overnight. Of course it didn't, but it has happened very quickly. I do not want to go on hormones because I have an elevated chance of getting heart disease because of some issues with my cholesterol. Yeah, and it's not as common in Norway as it is in the US to use hormones. According to my doctor, it's not proven that is better, or yeah, I don't know. I just had to put that out there. But oh my goodness, I'm kind of gobsmacked that a body can age. I feel like I have aged 30 years in just a few months. Yeah. And I don't have time for that. I have a lot to do. So if you have any, and not medical, I cannot take any medicines, not the natural kind either. But if you have any, are you training, or is there any food or anything like that? What can I do to make my body feel better without taking drugs? I guess is the question. And did you have the same experience as me when it comes to joints and muscles? I read that that's a part of menopause, but I never thought it could be that bad and come that quick. Yeah, I think I had to have the reason I'm looking here, because I had some notes to remember what I've done. We have also done some gardening and yeah, just some maintenance in general here. As I said, spring is our most busy time. We have so much to do. Yes, and of course the title of the video, when the shit hits the fan, as I said in my last video, and that is how I describe this virus hell we're in. Actually, for me, I don't mind the staying at home, and because we have so much to do, but and shop I can do online, so I don't miss that either. But when the shit hits the fan, cover your face. That was the title of my video, and the reason is that I think I can make a hobby out of almost anything. And when this virus madness started, we pretty fast decided that we need masks. So I found it's a lot of great videos online for those of you who are interested. And as with everything I do, when I find something I like, I mass produce. I don't know if any of you are like that. And I have been making face masks, and of course I couldn't just make an ordinary. I made the first one for my husband because he works with people, and even though he's a health worker, they are not allowed to use protective gear, because that is, they want to keep that for the people working in the ERs and in the hospitals. So when I heard that and knew that he was going back to work and my daughter, I started to sew face masks. And the first one I made was just plain black ones, like this. It's not, it's and I made with these elastic bands going around the head, because that is what, and I have a wire over the nose, so it's like this. It's very easy, actually, but of course, as I said, when I find something like this, my creative part of the brain start to work. So of course I had to decorate my face masks. So I made a mask with a blingy skull on. My grandson has ordered this for me. I made it for myself, I made for my neighbors and for my family. I made a plain pink one, and I made these nude ones. I have one that's just nude as well, but then I got this border of flowers. Thinking ahead to summer, I wanted something that matches my my dresses, and this I think is the cutest one. It's a pink one with flowers, white daisies, I think it is. Yeah, so I have been sewing a lot as well. So I thought that I would show you. I'm sure that a lot of you are have a sewing machine and know how to do this. It's actually not hard if you have and you can do it by hand as well, but I think it's easier on sewing machine. So I'll link the video that I used as a tutorial below, but as I said, there are a lot of different kinds and different tutorials. This is just what I used. I think that these kind of masks are better than the ones just the ones that are just square with the elastics behind the ears, because they are not tight enough. I have used tightly woven cotton material, 2 layers, and of course they are not safe like a surgical mask. You may get particles through the masks. What you could do is you could use a surgical mask underneath, and that way maybe reuse your surgical mask because you have protection over it. Or I also saw a doctor's wife making masks out of HEPA, you know, the allergic safe vacuum bags. So you can buy vacuum bags and it has to say HEPA on it, and you can make masks or filters for the cloth masks. Also, some use felt inside between the layers as a filter, so that's a possibility. Yeah. But my family are laughing at me because I make a hobby of everything, even this virus. So I bought a lot of different elastics and bands, and yeah, so I can make a lot of different things. This took me ages to make. I thought I would make a mask with that on the nose. I bought some butterflies, so I thought I would make a pink mask with a butterfly on. Yeah, you get the drift. Okay guys, I think that was the last couple of weeks, what we have done, summed up. So now you're kind of caught up on the on our lives here. Going forward, we will continue to work on my she shed or crafting room, and we have to get the pond going and the fish is out. It's too cold at the moment, but we have to do that as well. And we have a lot of gardening to do. As most of you know, I don't do a lot of summer decor. I have kind of everyday decor and it's not very interesting, but I thought I would show you in a video. I am keeping my magnolia and eucalyptus tree. I actually have some great plans for a similar idea, but a permanent idea that I'll hopefully be doing in the future. But for now, I'm going to take the Easter bits off and doing something with butterflies instead. It has been so difficult to find some pink butterflies. Some years you can get a lot and other years it's almost impossible. I find some that are not the cutest, but yeah, it's what I got, so I'll be doing that as well. Going forward, I hope I will be able to upload more. I don't know why I don't upload or make more videos, because I could. I think it's partly my skin, and I don't mind showing my skin, but as many of you know, I have problems with my skin. I have eczema and acne, and yeah. But I don't want that to take away the focus on what I'm doing in the video, and the camera is making it look a lot worse. So I cannot film totally without makeup, and that means that if I'm going to film, I have to put on makeup first, and yeah. And usually we are pressed for time, and as I said, it takes longer, but yeah, hopefully I will get in some kind of good rhythm where I just take the camera along and yeah. Yes, it is strange times, and I think that the most important thing for me now is to kind of get in trying to get in a good routine throughout the day. I have a routine, but it's not very productive, so that's what I'm going to do, I think, have focus on. I would love to hear what you have been up to and how you are doing. I know that a lot of you are still struggling. A lot of countries still have a lot of deaths, and I'm so sorry. Norway is slowly opening up again, and that's scary too. I'm sure we will have, in doing that, a lot more cases, but I guess it has to be done at some point. Okay guys, I think my next video is going to be on my she shed furniture, so I hope you look out for that. If you're not subscribed, I hope you will subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and you have to click all or you will not get notified. So I hope you do that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please be safe and well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you again on my channel soon. Bye guys!